all the places that we stream in: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Gwen's Boys Mindset. Please like, comment, and subscribe. FIMP group 50 and over. All the places that we are streaming. My business Facebook page, Tailor Made Training for You. You are now in the no judgment zone with yours truly, me, Sean Taylor, discussing topics with no judgments. Discussing topics with no judgments, ladies and gentlemen. I got my boy, my ace, Brandon Lampley, my co-host for the day. We gonna get into this thing, man. Questions. These are just questions from the mind of man. Just questions from the mind of man. Man, it's just, two fellas discussing, how men, what men think or what men choose not to talk about and stuff like that. But listen, everybody can participate. Ladies, please comment, say something, elaborate, expound on your thought process. Fellas, make your comments, man. This is something it's going to have some type of interaction from you, the audience out there. And if you see this later on, please comment later and we'll go back and forth with you. But these are questions of, things is, just how men think. 9 real questions that most men have the answers to, but a lot of us may never ask these questions. So we're going to talk about it. So question number 1. Brandon, how you feel, bro? How you feeling? You feeling all
Feeling
right?
good, man. Another day, man.
now that we got past those technical difficulties that we were having.
Right.
Yeah, so we're going to dive into this thing real quick. Promise we're going to try to keep this thing to an hour. Brandon got stuff to do. I got stuff to get to too as well. So listen. Now, disclaimer, we ain't degrading, bringing down nobody and nothing like that. It's not an argument, nothing like that. It's just us discussing things with no judgment. So, hey, you have a right to feel your opinion, whatever. It is what it is. So we're going to dive into it. So first question number 1. Okay, I actually wrote down some questions. I can't believe it. This don't happen too often, probably maybe once a year, maybe. So, but these questions I had to ask. No matter what a man does, no matter what a man does, is it or is it not good enough? Agree or disagree? Brandon, what's your thoughts on that, man?
I would say I would agree. I mean,
Right,
just look at what we're going through right now.
right,
I think it was Dr. Jordan Peterson talked about it, and he said, men make this thing go round. I mean, and we talked about this. We got to do that show, the lack of appreciation, because it
right. We got
centers
to get
around that,
that.
and we got to get that done. And that show is going to be centered around this exact question right here. Are men underappreciated? No, yes, they are. They are underappreciated. You know, and the reasons why, I don't think the reasons why is necessarily malicious, Sean. I think the reasons why is men have done their jobs so well for so long that it's expected for us to do that. So the appreciation is not there because, like, yo, you're a man, you're supposed to do that, so do it. And that comes with a myriad of things, not just the men who build and the men who work. That's just anything when it comes to being. So what is a man and what's considered to be a man, whether it's in a relationship or whatever, there's minimal appreciation for it because it seems like, you a man, so you're supposed to do these things.
Right, right. And I agree too as well. It seems like that's the attitude that we get. It's your job, it's your duty, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, even when it's not said, just the actions and the gestures that are portrayed let you know as such. Okay, so that's good info. Good info, B. You're right. Question number 2. Does a man's mental health, does his mental health matters to you, ladies? Yes or no? So, B, what's your take on that? Because I know what mine is. I'm gonna let you go first.
Oh, does it matter to them
Yeah.
in general? No, no.
Why you say that?
Individually, yes, you have women who care, but as a whole, no, they don't care about men's mental health because, and we gonna keep it funky. They don't see men really as human beings. They don't see us as people who have feelings and suffer and go through things and all of that. They don't have that. Hey,
So we must
women,
so we must be looked at as cyborgs or robots or something.
yeah, yeah. They say, hey, say women don't care about your struggles. They sit at the finish line and pick the winners. So she
Mm,
doesn't care about what you went through to get to where you are, the sacrifices you made, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the sleepless nights, you working 80 hours a week. No, don't care.
mm-hmm.
All I care about is the result and what's happening. So as far as your mental health, it's like, what? You sad? You depressed? You got anxiety? What? Man, please, you better man up.
So this is an interesting question uh, that me and my therapist, and she's a female, of course. She pretty much came out and said that you guys meant that men's mental health doesn't even matter to majority of females. It really just doesn't matter. And
Yeah.
to hear a woman say that, to jump on our side and agree with that,
Yeah.
it's she said in today's society, how a man feels, his emotions, his mental health, it's always pushed up under a rug. This guy has to go out. He's got to provide, protect. He's got all these things he's supposed to do, but how he feels on the inside doesn't matter to the average female. So these are things that, for to hear a woman said that, man, it pretty much stunned me. That somebody was agreeing with us when it comes to our psyche. And because she always says, she said, how many times does a woman ask you, how is your mind doing? I mean, how's things going upstairs right now? How many times is that question even answered?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow. She said it's hardly never answered. You can be going through so many things or have went through. She could have watched you go have went through 2 years of hell mentally, and still acts like you haven't been through nothing. What she's going through is trumps and is more important than what you're going through. And
Yeah.
to hear a educated professional woman uh, who has no dog in my fight say that, it it pretty much it just pretty much brought things into perspective for me as a man. And she said, technically, Sean, you guys are out there on the island by yourself,
Yeah.
and it always is going to be that way. She said maybe, and she went back. She said maybe 25 years ago it was different, but in 2022, you on that island by yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
It's you, it's you and Spalding, you know,
Mm-hmm.
or what was the ball called with
Wilson.
Tom Hanks? Wilson. It's
Wilson.
you.
Yes,
That's
you
what
and
she
Will.
said. She didn't say Spalding. I couldn't think of the name Wilson. She said it's you and
Yeah.
Wilson. I was like, Wilson, Tom Hanks, Castaway. She said that's what you men are dealing with right now. You are all castaways on an island, you and Wilson. Wilson cares more about you, and Wilson ain't even real, and Wilson can't even talk.
Yeah.
So she compared a ball.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it now, B. Think of how ridiculous this sounds. She compared a Wilson ball that Tom Hanks had on the movie Castaway, compared that ball cares more about you than these females. So I was like, God dang. To hear her say that, it was like somebody just punched me in the balls,
Yeah.
because it was so real. It was so real and so transparent for another woman to call out, you know, not all, she can't, she said, I can't speak for all women. She said, but that fits majority of women today based off everything that's going on. She said, no
Yeah.
woman in her right mind can argue current events and the climate of our America by how men are being treated on a daily basis. I was like, damn. See, here's the thing. When someone is a deep thinker, highly educated, and looks beyond just the surface, that's someone who is pretty much empathizing and sympathizing what men go through.
Yeah.
and not a lot of women, and that's just on my mama and my kids, really sympathize or empathize with what men go through on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So, so I would have to agree. His mental health doesn't matter to majority of women. Now, is a man role just to provide and give? Is that his role? Is that his use of him? Is that's all he's good for? Is just to provide and uh, give? Now we're answering. Me and Brandon. We're playing tennis back and forth with this thing, so you guys can interact later or interact when you finally see this. These are what we. This is what's coming from. The answers we're giving you is what's coming from the mindset and the psyche of a man. So is a man role just to provide and give? Yes or no, B?
No, that's not just his role. Provide and give. That's what they've said our role is. That's what women have reduced our role to that because that seemed like that's all they want. Women seem to operate on this dual mating strategy where in their youth, when they're the most attractive, they want to be with dudes that can't offer them nothing but a good time and let them have their fun and wreck their bodies, wreck their psyches, pick up baggage, tromp, and all that along the way. And then after they're done, they're like, you know what? These dudes all of a sudden not that interested in me anymore because I'm older. Now I need something now where if I don't grab a chair before the music stops, I'm gonna be assed out. So I got to find a man who can provide, somebody who can provide and protect for me and my kids. So now I'm looking for the more stable men, and that's where that comes from. And then with the more stable men, that's all he's there for, Sean. It's men in marriages, been married for years. That's all they are to those women. So to a lot of women, that yes, that's all he does. Just like they have the dudes, all he is for fun. He's just there to blow backs out. That's all he's there for.
Mm. Wow. Oh my God. Hey, I'm gonna mirror that for a minute. Have you ever heard the sayings where I've seen like posts or memes where it's coming from a woman saying, okay, he's waited till he's gotten old and out of shape and unattractive to, but I can't remember the backup of the saying about men that he's
Mhm.
waited till he's gotten old and fat and out of shape. Now he want to settle down. Pretty much when he's not as good looking. It's almost kind of like the same thing what you said, but I can't remember the exact saying that they
Oh, I know what
posted.
you're talking about. I know what you're
Right.
talking about,
I
and
can't
I'm going
remember
to
that.
debunk that. I'm
Yeah,
going to
I don't
debunk
know
that.
exactly what it says. Yeah.
So basically, yeah, basically, dudes don't settle down until you get older, fatter. You got a receding hairline, and now you talking about now you want to settle down after you done been
Right.
around and all of that. Yeah, but I'm going
Right.
to
Right.
debunk that right now, Sean.
Right.
Most men don't hit their financial stride until they hit their 40s. Some later than that. You start making the money that you're going to make in your 40s, going into your 50s and 60s. The average age of a millionaire is 62 years old. Most men are not going to settle down until they're financially stable, and you don't get that way until you're an older man. So that debunks that. That debunks he just wanted to play the whole time. He ain't got no damn money. That's why he hasn't settled down with you, most likely.
Wow. That is funny, man. So, question question number four. But Brandon, you got you. I mean, that's you. There's a lot of truth to what you just said about, uh,
Yeah.
especially the average millionaire. That there's definitely truth to that. Do men open up about their problems? Yes or no?
No. No, we don't. We don't. We
White.
we haven't. We haven't, and it's hurt us. It's hurt us. I mean, it has crippled us tremendously because by us not opening up, by us not sharing the trials, tribulations, what we go through, other men have had to repeat the same cycles, and we're currently where we are now, where nobody cares, not even men. Like you say, women don't care about men's mental health. Guess what? Men don't either. You know.
Mm, mm.
So because of stuff like that, like dude, men don't share it. Men not sharing enough, men not talking about enough, men not opening up enough. But we do understand though why they don't. Because no one cares. No
Right.
one cares.
Mm. Yeah. And this is why, ladies, men don't open up. Okay, because I'm gonna give a case scenario. I'm a business owner. Okay. If people have, you know, and which I can't understand the logic. People have acted as if their 9 to 5 is at a high sense of urgency than a person who single-handedly runs a business. Um, now, Brandon, I'm gonna ask you this: does a person that's working a 9 to 5 work more, harder, or longer hours than an entrepreneur? I mean, just thinking outside the box.
No, I was working a
No,
9 to 5 just a few months ago, and I'm more busy now than I was when I was working that 9 to 5. Hands
exactly,
down. And I don't even
exactly.
have a operating business with employees and or
Hmm.
something to where like your business. I don't even have a business like yours yet.
Hmm.
So and I'm more busy now than I've ever been. So just off of that alone, no, not at all. 9 to 5 is easy. You wake up at 7:30, whatever time, 8 o'clock. You commute to your job. You do what you do. You go on your lunch break. You chit chat. You watch the clock until it's 5 o'clock. Then you go home, and that's it. Then you off to the next thing. The business owner, that's sun up, sun down. You thinking about business moves in your dreams. So
Constantly.
it doesn't compare like at all. I don't the
And
baby. Don't nobody care about your clerical job. You pushing papers at that desk. Go sit down somewhere. Your job
so,
wasn't important. That's why you was home during COVID. Come on now.
so I've had debates about this, and I'm like, why I can't even understand why we even having this conversation. How is your what you do more important than me? But when you home scratching your ass, rubbing in the bed, rolling around in bed, that entrepreneur is still at work.
Yeah.
He is never or she is never off as an entrepreneur. And my thing about and I've been a 9 to 5 person, and working as an entrepreneur, it fails in comparison. It can't even come close.
Yeah.
An entrepreneur is, I'm trying to compare an entrepreneur to, let's say, you got, and I'm just using this as an analogy. You got Chris Rock and you got The Rock. I'm gonna compare in statures. No, that Chris Rock's stature and body type will never even ever come close to the to Dwayne Johnson's, even on Chris Rock's best day, even in the best shape of his life.
Yeah.
He will never catch up to Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
That's the same analogy when it comes to 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Your job is no way close or hard than an entrepreneur. It fails in comparison. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't even know why you can't compare it. I don't even know why you would even act like what you do is more important than somebody who's running a whole damn business.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And got way more responsibilities than you. But people do that. They do that all the time. And let's say if a man or woman, let's say if a man has a business or whatever, they will talk to that person like that person's a 9 to 5, or like that person, that person can, that dude can work like 20, damn near 20 hours a day, get home, and they talking to him like he ain't done nothing all day, like he been sitting at the house waiting on her to get home all day. It's
Yeah.
just the form of disrespect and how they talk to them, and and then better yet, this is the thing that it ticks me off the more. How can you expect a business owner to drop what they're doing because you got something going on?
Yeah.
And When has he ever asked you to drop what you're doing for him? Never. And he never will. And then you wonder why the dude kind of like, he's falling back or he's putting distance between you because and it's my mom used to say all the time. She said the biggest thing about women where they screw up, they do everything based off emotions. And she say, Sean, you know what? Emotions are good. It shows truly who you are. But she says sometimes as a woman, it's our Achilles heel, and it hurts us as women. It hurts us. A man could fall back because you'll say something sideways out your mouth based off emotion, and you want to come back like, oh, it's okay. No, that's not how that works because that's not the only time you've done that to him. Yeah. And so what you got to understand, he is not going to sit back and keep dealing with that nonsense with you. Especially if he's went through so much already and he's got so much on his plate. Now he's looking at you as a headache, needy, extra, you're not even in control of your emotions. You can't compartmentalize what that dude's got going on. And it's not his job to drop stuff because of what you got going on. That's not how that's supposed to work. You have to understand, y'all got two different roles, and I'm sorry, he's the star, and you're going to have to kind of like let him shine right now. That's just how it is. I'm not saying you're the fall guy, but what he's doing, it's more than what you're doing. And you have to understand that, and it takes maturity. Again, if you say you love this dude, you have to think deeply and understand that love is maturity. Love ain't a temper tantrum acting like you in the mall because you can't get this toy like you 3 years old. Yeah. And some people, men and women, when they can't get their way, they show their ass. And how does that work? Do men normally respond to that? Yeah, spineless man does. But a man on this purpose, and he looking at it like, what am I losing by just getting the hell away from you? He ain't losing a damn thing. Yeah. Because there's 20 other like you, or probably better, that can be like, I'm going to play this role. I see what this dude got going on. I'm not going to be stupid. But sometimes off emotions, it's a blessing and a curse, man. Just letting you know. Yeah.
Yeah. You just described a famous couple who's been in the news for the last 48 hours. You just described them. You just described them to a T just now. Yeah. And basically, in layman's terms, what he's saying, ladies, is, hey, you need to get in the background and play the tambourine. You ain't the lead singer.
Right. You're not. And you got to understand that. And here's the bad thing. You came in a situation knowing. And this is the thing. When people who have never dated or married to an entrepreneur, once they get a taste of that, it's like, man, it's harder than what you think. Now, and then she's like, oh, I don't get time. Well, you're not getting time. He ain't getting no time either. What you missing out, he missing out on too. And see, here's the thing. Love is maturity. Common sense ain't always common. I know we live in a world where common sense is always common. They never think about that. He is missing out too. He's not getting the same things you're not getting too. And he's working his ass off around the clock. So it's double jeopardy for this brother. Yeah. And then you make him feel bad about what he got going on. You knew what you were signing up for day one. Yeah. I tell all women, don't date an entrepreneur, because if you're going to be crying and whining, bitching and moaning, get you a 9-to-5er, please. So y'all can coexist together, and y'all can always be up each other's ass and, and feeding each other's grapes and strawberries and all kinds of, at night, at normal times, well, you get what you want. Yeah. But don't date somebody who way up here, you right here, you got way more time on your hands than this person, and you're going to bitch, whine, and complain. But you ain't bitch, whine, and complaining when he can do stuff for you. Take you on trips. Buy you lavish things. That's what hello there, Sherlock, Brainiac. That's what that business provides.
Yes.
all other stuff. But you're too immature to recognize that because you get into your emotional feelings because you're not getting what you want. Newsflash: he ain't getting a damn thing what he want either.
Yeah.
So,
He like to lay around all day and make money. I
yeah,
mean, I'm sure he would love to do that.
who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? I would love to be on the islands of Tahiti, sipping on my tides, watching my
Hmm.
woman with a thong up her ass,
Yeah.
and we just chilling, looking good,
Yeah.
eating, drinking, and sexing ourselves into oblivion. I would love to be doing that at this junk right now at 2:05, March 31st. I would love to be doing that. But unfortunately, my dud ass is right here talking to y'all punk asses on this damn podcast. And still got to go to work after I'm done with this podcast. The work don't stop. So
Work don't
please,
stop.
ladies, help us, help you, help us, help you. In the words of Tom Cruise, help me, help you. So make it make sense to us, ladies. Please make it make sense, because right now,
Yeah.
in our man's world, none of this bullshit shit that y'all throwing at us is making no damn sense. Question number 5. No matter how good a man is, a woman can easily take half his money, divorce him, and take the kids. Now, Brandon, is this true or false?
This is true, and one of our brothers, hey, love him dearly. I think he's one of the best at his craft. Much better actor than people give him credit for. Great comedian, and that's Anthony Anderson. Anthony Anderson's wife just filed for divorce, but that's significant because
Who?
Anthony Anderson,
What?
yeah, Blackish star, yeah, his wife just filed for divorce,
I thought they just
but
got back together.
they did. They reconciled. Because she filed 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago, and then they reconciled and got back together. But now I see the timeline. They reconciled because he signed on with the dude Blackish, and now Blackish just ended. You know that, right? And now she's filed for divorce. So all she did was reset the clock. She's like, "Oh, he's about to get this show." So now all of that money he made in the last 5 to 6 years, where she came back and didn't divorce, is now considered marital assets. And so now she has a claim to it. Now she's like, all right, that's the last big one. He probably ain't gonna get no more than that. And she's been wanting to go. And when
Right.
she tried to leave the first time, Anthony
Right.
should have let her leave. That's what he should have done. Because she filed the first time and now she's filed again. So he should have let her leave the first time. Because now if Anthony's 51, 52, it's going to be very, very hard for him to get back what he's accrued up until this point. Getting divorced in your 50s, they say it's rare that you're able to recover. They call it a great divorce for men, because those years where you got that energy to work like you doing now, Sean,
Right.
as you get older, you're not going to have as much energy to be able to do it. So you're not going to be able to get as much money as you did in your late 30s, into your 40s, into your early 50s.
50s.
So, right. So now she wants alimony, she wants property, she wants all of those things. And they married in 1999. They got the grown kids together and all of that. But she gets these things simply because she was married to him. And I think that is absolute BS. It is bogus. Okay.
Wow.
I don't leave her out in the cold or whatever and something like that. Have her living in the shack or whatever. No. But her to get half of what he's gotten from Blackish, you got to be out your mind. Crazy. That is crazy.
She gonna get it too.
She gonna get it.
She gonna
This
get
is why
all
men
of
this what gives men the cause to pause, like, oh, whoa. What am I actually getting out of this deal? What am I really getting? You know, I'm giving up. She gets this simply because we signed some paperwork. Now, yeah, she had my children, and yeah, she did these things to me. She was a wife and all those things, but that's what you signed up for. And I don't understand that, man. I understand, like Blac Chyna being drugged through the mud right now because, you know, she had a baby with Tyga and Rob Kardashian. She put on Twitter yesterday that she just had to sell 3 of her cars, how she ain't got no support, and she said she's single, no support, and all of this or whatever. And both her, Tyga and Rob Kardashian, say, hey, listen, chick, Rob said he paid $37K. Tyga said he paid $40K. Their kids are with them 5 to 6 days a week. that they were in their custody 5 to 6 days a week. She get one of her kids for 1 day a week and another for 2 days a week, and they pay all expenses for their children. So what support are you talking about, chick?
Wow. Wow. That's crazy, man. So I didn't know she had a baby by Tiger.
Yeah, she had a baby by Tiger first, then Rob Kardashian.
Wow. Ain't that something? So she banking off them brothers, huh?
Dude, that's hey, and then Tiger was like, yo, how you pay $3K less than me? Yo, put me in. Where the plug at? Because Tiger paid 40 and Rob paid 37. But dog,
Wait, is this monthly?
monthly. This is monthly.
Wait. So Tiger paid 40?
And Rob pays 37. $77K
A month.
a month.
Okay.
And he pays all medical expenses. All
so
that.
this not 4,000 and 3,000. One person pays 40,000. One person pays 30,000 a month.
Yeah, 37K.
And she talking about she ain't getting no help. Boy, this girl she talk like she booty juice drunk. What is going on, man? Are you serious?
Yeah, they've been roasting up for the last 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. And that goes back to what we said earlier. Are men appreciated, Sean? No, men are not appreciated because they just expect men to do it just because they're men. And what it is that money, I don't know if that money's going directly into her hands because they have their children majority of the time. So that money that they're spending go towards their children monthly. Now, I'm sure she may get something off of it, but they're paying for their private schooling, insurance, extracurricular activities, and all of that. And that's, I guess that sums up what they're spending. But even if the money that she's getting, what are you doing with the money that you're getting? And she's on OnlyFans making money, charging people $500 to text with them and $800 for a video call. And what's up with all that money that you've been making on OnlyFans showing your behind?
Wow. Dude, I don't even know what to say about that, man. That's just, dude, what the, man, you know what? We go. Man,
yeah, we got to talk about that one.
we gonna, bro. We gonna have to dive into that one because that's some. We can make a whole segment off that nonsense. All right. So, question number 6: male suicides make up 3 times the amount of female suicides. Yes or no?
Yes, that's true. That is true. Especially the boys. That what they call that in black male suicide is up also. That feeling of no way out. That feeling of, it's you in quicksand and it's not going to get any better. And one bad thing happens after another and it just piles on and piles on and piles on until the guys feel like there's no way out, or there's a loss, or there's heartbreak. I mean, there's a myriad of reasons why. But our current one of the biggest reasons why that I've heard that may be. What up, Dante? He talking about, what, ninjas don't suicide. Yeah, ninjas do. I mean, yeah, we finding that out. But where we are as far as a lot of men don't have purpose, Sean. They don't have purpose. A lot of men prioritize women. A lot of men are not trying to be the best versions of themselves and looking for things that are actually fulfilling in life. I mean, we've been sold a bad bill of goods. We've been told that women want this and women want that, and we should acquiesce and kowtow to them. They need to teach men to focus on themselves because that's where you're going to get your greatest joy, because the rate of return on what you do for yourself is much greater than putting those efforts into anything else.
Wow. Ain't that something, man? Ain't that something? Wow.
You say sorry, dark humor. Oh, that's dark humor for sure, Dante.
That is dark humor, Dante. All right, question number 7. Okay, this may go back. Now that's, you know what? That's mental health. Now we just talking about basic stuff. Do women really care about men's problems.
Period.
And this ain't got. I mean, we just talking about regular old issues, problems. I
No,
mean,
no, no. It's like I said earlier. Women don't care about your struggles. No, they only care about the result, what you went through, how you went through to get it, and stuff like that. No, they don't
right,
care.
right, right.
Why? She's like, why would they? What they have to do with me? No, no, no. What can you do for me? That's the more important question. Yeah. Oh, you went through that. Oh, that's nice. She'll patch on your shoulder. She act like she cared. But then, as soon as you come out of that and stop talking about that, because the whole time she like, oh my God, I don't want to hear this crap from him. I don't care about his struggle. What are you gonna do for me, sir? So she'll if she could at least fake it, she'll pretend like she care about what you're going through. But then as soon as you done saying whatever it is and putting it out there, she got her hand out, like literally and figuratively. Yeah. So what you doing for me after listening to that?
Wow, wow, damn. My take on that, uh, you know what? It depends. I would say, do women care about men's problems? I would say no, majority don't. But when you got a good woman, she
Yeah,
does.
of course.
Now, and here's the thing: that good woman is that woman who is virtuous. You know,
Hmm.
like the Book of Proverbs talks about the virtuous woman. You know, I mean, who can find her? Which pretty much a virtuous woman is very hard to find. In 2022, a virtuous woman is very rare. A
Yeah.
virtuous woman is a woman who can apologize and say she's sorry. A virtuous woman who cares about what her man goes through mentally. A virtuous woman ain't walk around talking about she the prize. A virtuous woman ain't got the Johnny Bravo attitude. Enough about me. Let's talk about me. A virtuous woman ain't one of those who's she just her main goal in life and ambition is attention. She's a virtuous woman is not an attention whore. A virtuous woman is a woman of standard, a
Yeah.
woman of substance, a woman who is thoughtful, caring, considerate, a woman who believes that a private life is a happy life, a woman who who believes that you know she wants her man to be that leader. She sees where he's at right now, and she has the this is team us attitude, and we gonna build and we gonna do these things together. She's not combative. She's not argumentative. I mean, a virtuous woman, she's very rare. I mean, her price, the Bible says her price is higher than rubies. And I don't even know if y'all know what a ruby, the value of a ruby. How about you just look that up?
Yeah.
Ruby, we talking about Ruby. I mean, she's amazing. But she's special. But she's also like looking for a needle in a haystack. You're not gonna go through basic BS with a virtuous woman. You're not gonna go through the needy, the clingy. I gotta be up your butt 24/7 in order for us to feel complete. She's built different. She talks different. She walks different. She's going to understand that my job is to walk side of him. My job is not to manipulate him. My job is not to defraud him of the cookies when I want to. My job is she knows how to treat her man. That's why when a man loses that virtuous woman, he goes slap crazy because he know I'm not gonna find that one again. See, a
Yeah.
virtuous woman is just built different. You got the virtuous woman, and you got the because that is over 7 billion people on the planet. You got the virtuous woman, and this number I know I'm wrong. You got the virtuous woman in about 6.9 billion of the rest.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's how the ratio is. The
Hmm.
ratio of the virtuous woman, you got everybody else, and you got the virtuous woman right here. You got a whole broad road of every other woman, and then you got that narrow road of those faithful few virtuous women.
Yeah.
She's different.
Yeah.
My mom had to break that. My mom had to break that down to
and
me.
it's where she's come from. It's her family values, father, stuff like that. How she was influenced growing up. And virtuous woman, and the woman you described, that doesn't mean you're a doormat. No, that doesn't mean you're a doormat at all.
Not at all. Mm-mm. Wow. So, question number 8: if a man is unhappy in a relationship, if a man is unhappy in a relationship, it's his own problem. True or false?
That one gonna sting. That was about to sting.
Brandon said that was gonna sting, and he ain't even answered it yet.
It's about to sting, because I'm gonna give it to you real. I'm gonna get you. Repeat it just one more time, and then I'm gonna repeat it one more time, because I want to go and give this real. Go ahead.
Hey, Brandon, I was real hesitant to write this down. I said, boy, Brandon gonna kill him dead on this one. I said, boy, I said, I'll open up a whole can on this one. If a man is unhappy in a relationship, it's his own problem. True or false?
That's as true as the day is long, gentlemen. It's your issue.
It's your issue. Nobody don't give a damn, nigga.
Nobody gives a damn. Hey, the only one who can give a damn is the woman that you in a relationship with. But as society deems it, it's on you. Because guess what? Your problems and issues are yours. Her problem and issues are both of y'all's. I mean, that's just how it go. That's how it goes. Because you're seen as a man. You need the man the hell up. What you got? You going through what? You doing what? You unhappy? You don't like it? What? Huh? Say what? But see, that's why as a man. That's why as a man. And Dante said he is doomed.
So he is doomed.
Yeah, even Dante said it. He doomed. He's doomed.
He doomed.
But I'm gonna give you a slip. I'm gonna give you a shining light in that dark, stormy rain cloud. Let me give you that sunshine poking through the cloud. Sunshine poking through the cloud is you don't have to put up with that shit. You don't. Yeah. You don't. Yeah. Just leave. Bounce. Yeah. Let them know this is what you do. You let them know what it is. Say, hey, I'm unhappy about X, Y, and Z, especially if it's regarding her. If she doesn't even attempt to try to rectify it, you get out of there, man. You get out of there. You do low tolerance. But do men do that? No. Men don't do that. Men sit there and they take it and I understand why men take it. I'm not calling you soft or anything like that. I understand why you take it, especially men who have already invested. It's very hard to walk away once you're invested. And if you have children together, you're tied together pretty much forever, from birthdays to vacations to holidays. I mean, you're not going to be able to get rid of this person. So I get that. But the dynamics of your relationship, you can alter that all day long. Even though, hey, I got this person, this is a ball and chain, but guess what, ball and chain? You can't weigh me down like you used to. I won't allow it. He said 100% true. Yeah, Dante, for sure.
Yeah, 100% true. Now, this is what's funny. So that what you just said, Brandon, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. If a man is unhappy, it is his own problem. Nobody really cares. No. I ain't even finna elaborate on it. It's just like, whatever.
Unhappy. That's like the mental health. That's like, even though you unhappy I can see that you're unhappy, it's just like mental health, because you can't see mental health. It's not like a broken bone. You can't see it. So they're like, oh, you got what? What's the issue? They're not going to take you seriously. You know?
Not at all. Not at all. Or they're gonna be looking at you some type of way, or whatever the case may be. So the next one, which is so funny, because I said, dang, Brandon kind of went into it a little bit. If she isn't happy, that's his problem. Right.
That's it. See, we can wrap the show right there.
That's question number 9.
We can wrap the show up right there because I just said it. So we can wrap it up. Thank
Man,
you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Subscribe.
We might as well just close that thing out right there, man. I mean, because it's so true. Oh my God, man! It's we laughing. It's a serious thing, but we laughing because I mean, what's going to change?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, what is really going to change when it comes to how men feel about stuff and how women feel about stuff? Pretty much the world is it's just catered to how women feel, man. It is what it is, man. This is like we just here. We just here. We work, then we die. I mean, men die earlier than women anyway, because that's all he damn do is work. You know what I'm saying? He's so busy trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho. He trying to be Daddy Warbucks. He's trying to be
yeah.
I mean, he the bank, he the ATM, he the loan officer, he everything. He's Superman, Batman, Robin, the Incredible Hulk, Black Panther. He's everything. And the reason men are dying, because he's doing like a million different things, and nothing that he does is being reciprocated.
Yeah.
Nothing is reciprocal. And then you get mad when this dude, let me tell you something about dudes who have been with women that they've argued, fought, debated, screamed so loud to the next day he can't talk because his voice is hoarse. When a man has went through all that crap, men get to a certain age where they ain't arguing with you no more.
No.
They're going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to fall back, because this, before I do something or say something I may regret, I'm going to fall back. And then when he falls back, he falling back. Y'all like this now. He like, I don't even know if I want to deal with that. I don't even know if I want to deal with that, because this person keeps showing me the same thing that I told her not to do.
Mm-hmm.
She keeps doing the same thing that I tell her not to do. So basically she has, she's pretty much damn near hearing impaired because her dud ass can't listen. She's hearing impaired. She is not listening to nothing. I heard not Kevin Hart. What's his name? Kevin Gates. I'm gonna play something, and I did it. Hold on, man. I gotta find this thing, man.
I got something to play too.
I love the song by Kevin Gates. I like the guy, period, man, because he's so real. And dude is highly intelligent, man. He's been through some things, man. And when I listen to him, it's like what I tell people, you can never you look at the cover of a book, and that's all, and if all you see is the cover of the book, you're gonna misjudge that book every single time. But once you start turning the pages, you see that book is very intriguing. It's very interesting. Mm-hmm. You see, I wasn't feeling Kevin Gates at first, but then I started listening to this brother and following this brother. I said, man, this is a deep intellectual dude. Yes, Sean, he's got a street side to him, and
yes, he does.
And he's got some stuff that I can relate to, being in the system and the jails and stuff, and getting in trouble, whatever, and tattoos all over everywhere. And if you will look at him, like people, I've had people say, "Hey, man, what prison you was at?" I said, "Man, I didn't, I'm like, dang, dude. I mean, you just gonna put me in prison?" I said, "Yeah, man, I didn't been with the law or whatever." But they see you, and that's when they see you, they like, okay, and then they talk to you like, ah, dang, I didn't know the words was gonna come out of that mouth of that dude that looked like that with all them tattoos and stuff like that. Looked like he just got out of San Quentin
Oh
yesterday.
yeah, yeah. But we
You know
we
what I'm
know that,
saying?
Sean. Growing
You
up on the
know,
north side
so
of Jacksonville, you see
right.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
all
in
the
my
time, man.
neighborhood, it's dudes who look like they might be killers, and then you talk to them and brilliance come out their mouth. You like, oh,
Right.
that's not what I
It
was expecting.
it throws you off. But I want to play this song, and it's just the first part of this song. I said, boy, this dude is dope. And I want you guys to listen to it. So I'm gonna play it. Let me
She
turn
hears
this
only
off,
what
man.
suits her.
So
Yeah,
you guys can
Dante.
really hear. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's that. He said. He said, dear God. He says, dear God, dear God, I need you. Please listen to my prayer. I need you to send me a woman who listens, not hearing impaired. So my thing about it is, pretty much, the brothers say these heifers out here don't listen. That's the biggest problem. It's the biggest disconnect. They
Yeah,
don't listen. They
yeah,
want what they want, but they not listening. You're
yeah.
not listening to the brother. That's why you losing the brother. You're not comprehending the brother. Why you losing the brother? You're not listening. That's why you keep getting the same old nonsense that you're getting. You got to stop making things about just you. It's not just about you. If we got this dude say, dear God, please, I need you to listen to my prayer. I
Hmm.
want you to send me a woman who listens and who is not hearing impaired. See, women that listen, when you listen to your man, there's certain things in y'all's relationship, certain bullshit y'all ain't gonna have to go through. Why? Because you listen.
Yeah,
That means you listen to comprehend and understand. You don't listen like you hearing impaired. He talking to you, but you go out and do the same shit that he keep telling your dumb ass not to do. And that's why you keep losing dudes. That's why most of you are the bridesmaid and never the bride. I don't care how women feel about that. There's a reason why
yeah.
you are getting old as hell, ain't never been married. I don't care what nobody say, man. Listen. Gwen done already schooled me on y'all, man. Gwen done schooled me on the bridesmaid, never the bride. She said that's the biggest red flag you ever want to see. Now, now people ain't gonna agree with that or whatever. She said, baby, let me tell you something. There's a reason for that. Now, this ain't mine. That's a woman that was telling me that. She said, baby, you get older and she ain't never been married.
Hmm.
Dear God, I need you to listen to my prayers. I need you to send me a woman who listens and who's not hearing impaired. She ain't hard-headed. She ain't stubborn. She ain't prideful. She ain't got all that damn attitude. When you got all that stuff clouding you in your head, how can you listen?
Yeah,
How can you comprehend when you got attitude? How can you comprehend and listen to the man when you got attitude? How can you listen and comprehend to any man when you got it's all about you? How can you listen and comprehend when it's your the prize? See, you got this sense of entitlement shit,
hmm,
and that's why you can't hear, because you only hear the sound of your selfish ass voice. And y'all don't understand that. You say you want a real man. A real man is going to communicate with you, and he gonna check you when
hmm.
when it's time for you to be checked. He ain't
Yeah,
gotta yell at you, curse you out, and put his hands on you to check you. He's gonna do it respectfully and tactfully. But when he keeps repeating himself and you keep doing the same thing, you gonna lose that dude. Because you got all that bullshit, you got all that society shit in your head, and society gonna keep you in that cold ass bed alone. Society gonna keep you gonna be old. You might as well, like my boy say, you gonna end up having a dog and dying alone. Listen,
yeah,
the clock is turning forward in your age. That shit ain't turning back like it's daylight savings time, whatever you want to call it. It's not turning backwards, it's going forward.
yeah,
And the competition out there is fierce as hell. So my thing about it is that at some point, when are you gonna look at yourself at, damn man, I'm 40 something, 50 something years old, man. I need to humble and meek myself down so I don't end up with a dog and dying alone. See,
Yeah.
it's your attitude that's causing the problem. It's all that society shit that's clouding your judgment. That's why that brother say, the Lord, I need you to listen to my prayer. I need you to send me a woman that listens and not hearing the prayer. I thought it was the dopest shit ever.
Kodak said the same thing in his song Tunnel Vision. He said, "I need a baby girl that's gonna listen." Yeah, that's how I go. Hey, and Dante say she hears only what suits her, for sure.
Ooh, Dante, boy, that boy preaching right there. Hey,
Yeah.
we could close the show out just what Dante just said right there. You see what I'm saying? So brothers out here are having these conversations amongst themselves. You know, your mama said? Your mama said it just the other day. And she quoted something that my mom used to tell me all the time. She said, it is best to, and I said, God, I said, Robin, girl, you're here preaching. She said, you know what the Bible said? It's best to live on a rooftop. It's best to be on a rooftop than be in a house with a woman with all that nonsense.
Yeah, quarrelsome.
So if the big man upstairs calling y'all dead asses out to the fellas and say, listen, God say, listen, look here, son. I'm just schooling you on some game. It's best for you to live on the rooftop of a house to be in that house with that quarrelsome, brawling, disruptive ass, toxic ass female.
Yeah.
So my thing about it is when I be hearing them talking, I'm like, no, that's contradicted to what that dude's saying. So you can kick rocks on that. Yeah, I'm not buying in. I'm not gonna buy in. Now maybe if I was plumb dumb and stupid, you could get me hook, line, and sinker. But no, man, because your mindset is the determination how you gonna treat me, baby. How you gonna support me? And when you keep bringing stuff back to me that other people then say, and I said, listen, I told your dud ass once. You got one more time. Don't ever come back to me telling me that, oh, this person said, once you side with me, side with other people against me, you first of all, you don't get me. You ain't trying to understand me. You don't comprehend nothing I say. You keep doing what you want to do. Because just like Dante said, they hear only what suits them.
Yep. That's it.
Now, if your attitude has you in a place where you always the bridesmaid and never the bride, the best indicator of future behavior is that of past behavior. When are you going to stop the cycle so you can quit being the bridesmaid and never the bride? You got to change your bullshit ass attitude. Until you change that narrative, baby, you ain't never going to be the bride. Until you change that, oh, I'm the prize and it's all about me and fuck what he's going through. Forget about how he feels. Forget about his day. Forget about me checking about on him or whatever. Just make it about me. See how that's going to work. It's not going to work.
No, it's not.
And you can have all that entitlement and all this, and I'm that, and I'm all this, and a bag of chips. Okay. See if you make it to the altar. You know, I mean, there's plenty places to buy dogs. There's plenty of places to buy dogs. I mean,
yeah.
You know,
they breeding them where they look. They small and cute now. Even the big ones.
Left and right. I mean, tough on you. Enjoy, you know, and enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy yourself. I'm Rick James.
I'm Rick James. I'm just saying, man. Listen, we giving y'all the answers to the test, but your pride ain't allowing you to listen because you hearing impaired.
Hey, giving them the answers to the test. And you know what they doing after we give them the answers, Sean? They Christmas treeing it. Ain't trying.
They drawing on it, man. They making stick figures on the answers and everything, and they wonder why. Listen, we trying to get you to step your game up on how you can get to the altar, but y'all ain't listen because you're hearing impaired.
Yeah.
But you know, let's see how that works out for you.
Yeah. And for the stuff they don't know, or they just ain't listening to, they just putting D, all of the above.
Yeah. That's all they doing. You got the test. We got you got the answers right here. We got all the answers. We give you listen, here the answer sheet. Hey, listen, Ma, here the answer sheet to the test. All you gotta do is write them down. You're gonna ace it. Nah, I don't want that. They're gonna do what they want to do. I'm just gonna do just like you said, I'm a Christmas tree, all right. And you're gonna fail that test. And that's why you keep failing. And that's why you keep getting what you have always gotten.
Yeah. Point blank. Period.
Point blank, period. So we're gonna wrap this up. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. Comment, please share your comments. We're gonna respond back to you.
Mm-hmm.
B, tell the people how to find you, bro. Tell them how to find you.
Facebook, Brandon Lampley, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, Brandon Lampley. Check me out. Hey, I'll be back with another show later on this week. Got my sports show. We'll be popping on that. So, hey, we got to get that lack of appreciation. And we're going to talk about Black China on that one, too. I'm going to bring up them tweets. And
we got to do that.
We're going to do a breakdown on that.
We got to do that one. I mean, yeah, shoot. We can, I mean, if you want to pop that thing off on Monday, man, on your show, let's do it, bro.
Hey, I'm down. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Just you just draw it up and send it to me. You know, I'll be there. I'll be there, homie. I'll be there.
Yeah. Oh, and well, I will text back and forth, but I need something in the morning if you got it. It's if you got it.
Yeah. I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk offline.
Gotcha.
But listen. What's your final thoughts, B? What's your final thoughts?
Final thoughts, man. These were some good questions. I mean, because all it does, this highlights men's issues, what men go through, which nobody seems to care, and even men don't care, but it does highlight a lot. And all of this is, dudes, you just take this information and you use it accordingly. One of the things I see men do is what you need to figure out who you're dealing with first and foremost. When you're dealing with women, you need to figure out who, before you invest anything, before you get any type of attachments or anything like that, understand who you are dealing with. That's why you need to know female nature, how women are. You need to understand who you're dealing with thoroughly before you jump in anything. Because once you understand what you're dealing with, then and only then can you play the game accordingly. Too many men going to stuff not knowing who they're dealing with. They're going to play the game one way, and hey, you don't play with this character. On this game, you can't beat the final boss with this character. I'm sorry. No, that's not how this works. No, you need to figure out who you're dealing with, then you can play the game accordingly.
Right, exactly. That was perfect, B. That was perfect. My final thoughts, it's like I posted. I think I posted this maybe a couple of days ago. I had posted something. I said, the older I get, the more I understand that it's okay to live a life others don't understand. And that's such a broad topic. You can carry that in any type of way. I carry that even with dealing with females, man. You have to. I'm like, listen, I don't care if you understand it. You ain't got to understand logic, because majority, I can't speak for all women, but a lot of them are very unlogical thinkers because you think emotionally. An emotional thinker is the worst thinker in the world because they're going to base their decision off emotions. An emotional decision is the worst decision because an emotional decision there's no clarity of thought. There's no thought clarity there. You just basing it based off how you feel. That's a dumb decision when you think of it. So I'm sad and depressed, so I'm gonna do something stupid. That's a dumb decision. Now you got to deal with the consequences behind those decisions. So women, until you start thinking logically and making logical decisions and start listening opposed to walking around like you hearing impaired, that's not going to work for men. In order to be with a good man, you got to be able to listen to him and hear him and adhere to what he's saying. In order for him to lead you properly. Now, y'all never like things that makes logical sense. Because y'all women get too much in y'all feelings. I know that's not popular with y'all, but I ain't trying to make friends with y'all and trying to be bosom buddies with y'all. I'm just trying to give you the truth. Some women who are wise are going to like, you know what? Sean and Brandon made some sense in some things. Maybe I need to adjust and fine tune some things. And the woman who feel as if it's all about her and it ain't about nobody else, and she refused to change, and she's going to have it the way she has it, that's the one that's going to be old with the dog all alone. But, hey, man, I digress. But like I always say, I'll start judging people when I'm perfect, too. But since this brother is in no danger of being perfect, you never got to worry about me ever judging you. We're going to catch y'all next time. B, send me a text, bro, and we're going to get that. We're going to synchronize our times for tomorrow morning. Listen. Y'all stay up, man. Stay encouraged. Hope somebody got something out of this. Dante, thanks for tuning in, homie. And we will catch you guys on the flip. Peace.
Peace out.